Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about how to download and install Hive. After installing Hive, we can perform some crude operations, that is create, read, update and delete a table and tables and databases. Views also can be created in Hive. Functions also can be created. Indexes also can be created in Hive. Views can be used to create a virtual table to check how a complex query logic will be executed, how a particular query logic will execute on actual table and original table. For checking purpose, to check the complex query logic, we can use views. Views actually create a virtual table. The output of the views will be reflected in the virtual table, not on the actual table. Functions can be used to user-defined functions or our own custom functions can be created. Indexes can be used to improve the searching. For efficient search, indexes can be used. In table, we can set only one primary key. Primary key can be set for one or more columns. For non-primary key column, suppose if you want to set a non-primary key column, based on non-primary key column, you are going to retrieve data or you are going to search data. For that case, we can create index or we can use indexes. We can create our own indexes in Hive also. This is the procedure to how to download and install Hive. Before that, you have to install Java 8. Why? Because Java 8 is compatible for Hadoop and also Hive. After that, you have to download and install Hadoop version 2.7.0. Some other versions also available for Hadoop. Based on your system configuration, you can prefer other versions of Hadoop also. In my machine, Hadoop 2.7.0 only supporting. Then you have to download and install Hive by using this link. Actually, I have done it before, so I am only showing the procedure how to download and install Hive. After downloading and installing Hive, you have to download and install Apache Derby. Apache Derby is needed to run the Hive. After downloading and installing these things, we have to set the environment variable. First, we have to set the environment variable for Hive home. The variable name should be Hive underscore home. R should be in capital letter. The variable value will be folder path. That is where you have extracted. I have extracted Hive and Derby, Hadoop and Java. All those things in C drive. So I have chosen this one. Then you have to set the variable for Derby home. Derby home, the path variable value C colon slash Derby and also path is C colon slash Derby bin. In the same way, you have to set the environment variable for Hive library, Hive bin. You have to set variable user variable as Hadoop underscore user underscore class path underscore first. A variable name should be true. A variable value should be true. Then you have to go to Hive folder, open a config folder. In config folder, you have to create a file and called as hive-site.xml. For creating this file, open your notepad. In notepad, you have to type these statements, these XML codings. After typing this code, you have to save it as hive-site.xml. Okay. Then after finishing these, open a command prompt, run as administrator. In administrator, you have to type start hyphen DFS. Why? Because we are going to use Hadoop to store the data or to store the data set. We need a Hadoop. For that, we are going to run the DFS services, that is distributed file storage services. For checking, JPS command can be used. JPS command can be used to check whether all the data nodes and name nodes are running properly or not. All the nodes are running properly. After that, we have to start the resource manager and the node manager. Node manager is responsible for managing all the nodes on the Hadoop cluster, and the yarn manager is responsible for managing all the resources on the Hadoop. Resources are nothing but simply your files and data. Then we have to start the Derby server for our Hive server. For starting Derby server or Hive server, you have to type this command: start network server space dash h space 0.0.0.0. In this command, S, N, S should be in capital letter. After typing this command, a port number will be assigned, and also your network server IP will be assigned 10.14.2.0. Now open one more command prompt. Yeah, one more command prompt. Run as administrator. In command prompt, type Hive. After typing this one, you can see these type of messages displaying in your command prompt. Okay. After displaying this, a Hive prompt will be opened. A Hive prompt will be executed. Let me show you again. Command prompt, run as administrator. In this, you have to type a Hive. It will take some time. Yeah, now Hive is running. You got the Hive prompt. Here you can type the Hive queries, that is SQL queries. These type of queries can be executed. You can create a database, and also you can show the databases. You can describe the database. Describe means it will describe, or it will show you additional information about the database. In Hive, we can create tables in two ways, that is a local table or managed table, then external table. Suppose you are going to create your database, you are going to create a table on your own. The type of databases or the type of tables will be called as a local table or managed table. So you can manage your table by your own, that is managed table and local table. Suppose you are not going to create a database, not going to create any table in your database, it's simply you are going to download a data set from Google or any other web sources. So that data set can also be managed. For that, we have to create a external table. After creating an external table, we can manage those data set which is downloaded from other web sources, other web can be managed. The type of table is called as a external table. You can change the properties of already existing database. Actually, who has created the database, who has edited the database, these type of properties can be changed by using alter command. Alter command can be used to change the column, to change the schema of the database, and also a table. You can also drop the table, you can also drop the database also. Here I have given the queries along with the output. I have how a particular query will execute, and also I have shown the output. To create a table, we have to use this command create table. This is that sample name. In table sample, I have used only three columns, that is roll number, name and GPA. And also you have to give the data type for each and every column as like MySQL queries. And then I am going to describe sample. Then after creating a table, we have to add some data into the table. For that, we have to use insert into table. This is the keyword insert into table. These three terms are keyword. Then student is the table name. Then values 101, 29.5. This is the data I am going to load, or else I'm going to insert into the student table. After inserting the data, we can fetch the data by using select keyword, select star from student. In MySQL, we can use select keyword to fetch the data which is stored in the table. In the same way, we can use in Hive also, select star from a student. After creating a table in Hive shell prompt, you can see this table in Hadoop also, Hadoop environment also. Actually, this is Hadoop GUI interface. In GUI interface also, you can access or you can open or also you can view the data which is in the table or a database. This is the example for creating external table. Just before, or also we have seen before how to create a external table. External table in the sense, no need to create your own table. Simply you can download the data set. For data set, you can create a table. After creating a table only, you can manage the data which is stored in the data set. That is external table. Before that, we have to load the dataset in the Hadoop, and that is HDFS. For loading the dataset, after downloading the dataset, you have to create a directory. For creating a directory in Hadoop, we have to use this command Hadoop fs dash mk. The mk means make directory. Dar means directory. Make directory space slash input. Actually, input is the name of the folder. I have chosen this name. You can use some other name also. Actually, I have downloaded the data set. Actually, data set in the form of .csv file, that is comma separated values. We can download and load some other data set also in the form of .txt and also in tsp. Txt is text files and tsv is a tab separated file, tab separated values. To load the data in Hadoop, you have to use this command Hadoop fs dash put. You have to give the path where you have saved your data set. I have saved in C drive, and also the file name is sample underscore one.csv. In input folder, this is the folder I have created in Hadoop, so we have to specify the folder name also. After that, you can see in the Hadoop GUI interface. You can see here input folder is created. After creating input folder, I have loaded the data set, a data set in the name of sample underscore one.csv. After clicking on this, you can see the actual content, or else you can download the file from Hadoop also. This is the format to create a external table for the data set. You have to create, or else you have to use this keyword create external table. The table name district. I am going to use district. You can use some other name also. I have downloaded some sample dataset. In sample dataset, I have chosen only two columns, pin code and also district name. Format delimited fields can be used to how your data can be separated, like comma or space. Suppose in your data set you have used a space, you have to specify the slash t. In a data set you have used comma, you have to specify the comma here. That is terminated. How your data can be separated, or how your columns can be separated, and how your columns can be differentiated. For that purpose, we have to use a termination character. A termination character can be either comma or slash t. After creating this, your data can be displayed in Hive shell prompt. The same command can be used to select star from district. Then we can perform some aggregate operations. Aggregate operations are average for finding the average value, and also count. This type of operations also performed in Hive prompt. Then we have to update the values And also we can truncate the table. Truncate table means the actual data will be deleted. The schema will retain in the Hive. To create a view, actually view is used to create a virtual table. Um, any type of views can be created. Actually here I have created three types of views. A view for all the data. I have created a view for all the data. Then one more view for students with GPA greater than 8. Then one more view with the selected columns. In this view, I have to display only a particular columns, that is roll number and name. For this case also we can use views. I have created three type of views and also shown the output how a particular views can be executed. Then functions also can be created. This is the function. A code can be written in the Java. We can create indexes also. I have shown you the output how to create a index. Those indexes can be accessed through Hadoop also. Thank you, students.